Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's yoga video. Today we're going to be doing a slow flow that is perfect for waking up in the morning, winding down at the end of the day, or cooling down at the end of a workout or run. When you're ready, have a seat on your mat and let's get started. So find your way into a comfortable seated position and bring one foot out in front of you just slightly so both your feet are on the ground, your hips are nice and planted into the mat, and then roll your shoulders back, turn your palms to face up, and go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, just letting go of any stress you're carrying with you right now. And as you begin to breathe in and out through your nose and connect with your breath, see if you can let go of any thoughts that are kind of distracting to you, anything that happened earlier, any to-do lists you have on your mind. You can begin breathing in an ujjayi breath. So that ujjayi breath is the sound that a seashell makes when you pick it up and put it to your ear. So to do that, you're going to constrict your throat a bit and continue to breathe in and out through your nose, making that seashell ocean sound. Make your inhales and exhales of equal length. And then set an intention for your practice. And slowly find your way into child's pose. So beginning in child's pose with the arms reached out in front and the forehead on the ground, see if you can press into your hands to feel a little bit of a stretch through your armpits. And as you exhale, let your hips become heavier, let them reach down towards your heels. And notice that as you breathe in, you feel your stomach against your thighs, and as you exhale, you pull your navel in towards your spine. Then as you inhale, ripple up through your spine, come onto your fingertips, look ahead with long arms. And slowly walk your hands out to the right, just taking the right hand off the mat, and then settling back down. And as you breathe here, breathe into the side body, the left side body, and see if you can create space between your ribs with your breath. And then as you inhale, ripple up through your spine, come onto your fingertips, look ahead, and slowly walk your hands over to the left, taking your left hand off the mat, and then melt down back into the pose. This time breathing into the right side body, using your breath to create length between the ribs. And as you inhale, ripple up through your spine, come onto your fingertips, look ahead, and bring your arms out in front back to regular child's pose. Settle in on an exhale, and then as you inhale, round through your spine, coming forward into Cobra Pose. So for Cobra Pose, it's just a gentle little stretch, little mini back bend. You're not using too much strength or pressure in the hands, and as you exhale, melt your chin down to the mat and round your back, coming into child's pose again. And then as you inhale, round forward, coming back into Cobra Pose. So you're noticing we're not stopping to pause and stretch here. We're beginning to warm up and move. So if you're looking to stretch and hold poses for a while, you're looking for a hatha yoga class. This is a flow class. So we're going to continually move as we breathe. Coming into Cobra Pose, exhale, chin comes down to the mat, and then curl your back and come into child's pose. As you inhale, round forward, coming onto all fours. Curl your toes and lift up for downward facing dog. First one of the day, so bend your knees, shake your head out, do whatever you need to do to feel good here and warm up. And then settle into stillness, not worrying if the heels come down to the mat or not. If they do, great. If they don't, who cares? As you inhale, step forward with your right foot. Bring your left knee down onto the ground. Interlace your fingers behind your head and rise up. Little mini back bend here. Imagine that someone is pulling you up from the chest. So you're lifting out of your low back, not compressing the spine, and you're glancing upward, long spine. And as you inhale, come forward onto the fingertips, long arms. As you exhale, lift your knee up off the ground, and then rise up into high lunge. Bring the hands together at the top, and as soon as they touch, come forward, bringing the hands down, stepping back into plank pose, going into chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Staying with your ujjayi breath and staying with your intention that you created at the beginning of practice. On your next inhale, step forward with your left foot. Right knee comes down. Interlace your fingers the way that feels weird behind your head, and then look up. Imagine that someone's pulling you up from your chest, so you're breathing into your low back, creating a nice soft curve through your spine. And then when you're ready, bring your hands down to the front, lift your back knee, and rise up into high lunge. Arms come up overhead and hands touch. As soon as they touch, bring your hands back down, step back into plank pose, chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. On your next inhale, rise up onto your toes, bend your knees, look ahead. Quietly step, hop, or walk to the front of the mat. And as you inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, forward fold, fingers in line with your toes, bend your knees if you have to. And then as you inhale, rise all the way up, arms come up overhead, hands to your heart. Tuck your tailbone slightly, deep breath in, get tall. Exhale fully. Deep breath in, lift your arms up overhead, press your hips slightly forward, lean back, and then fall forward into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into plank. Lower down for chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. As you inhale, lift your right leg high. Bend your knee and then open up the hip. Your right shoulder is going to lift up a little bit. That's all right. Just try to keep pressing evenly into your hands as you bring your shoulders back into alignment. Spread your right toes, and on your next inhale, step forward with your right foot and turn your left foot out so you're coming into warrior one feet. So the left foot is about 45 degrees. Hips are facing forward. Hands to your heart, deep breath in. Exhale, sink a little lower, making sure that your right knee stays directly over your ankle or slightly behind but doesn't come in front of your ankle. Bring your hands down to the ground, step back into plank pose, lower all the way down onto your belly. Cobra Pose, melt forward, child's pose. As soon as you hit child's pose, you're going to inhale and round forward, coming into all fours. Curl your toes and lift up for a downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift your left leg high, bend your knee, open up the hip, spread the toes, and then bring your shoulders back into alignment. As you inhale, step forward with your left foot. Right foot turns to 45 degrees, rise up for warrior one. Hands come to your heart, and as you exhale, sink low, making sure that your knee stays over your ankle or slightly behind, but does not come in front of your ankle. Deep breath in, lift your arms. Exhale, hands come down. Step back into plank pose, lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, chin comes down. Reach your hips back to your heels for child's pose. And as you inhale, round forward, coming into all fours. Curl your toes, lift up for downward facing dog. As you inhale, rise onto your toes, bend your knees, look between your thumbs, hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms out in front of you. Rise up onto your toes. Slowly squeeze your legs together and sit all the way down onto the ground. Take your time getting there. Go slower than you want to go. Use your strength. And once you get there, hug your knees into your chest, lower your head. Breathe into the space between your shoulder blades. On your next inhale, ripple up through your spine to sit tall. Extend your right leg and cross your left leg over your right. Activate your right foot. Hug your left knee into your chest. Sit really tall and breathe into the back of your left hip. And do the same thing on the other side. So from here, extend your left leg. Step the right foot over top. Hug your right leg into your body. Sit really tall. Activate your left foot. Spread the toes. Breathe into the back of your right hip. Extend your right leg and extend your arms out in front of you. Use your core strength to slowly come all the way back onto your back. Go slower than you want to go. And once you're there, hug your knees into your chest. You can stay in stillness here or rock side to side, just releasing any tension on the low back. And then from here, come back to the center and extend your legs, extend your arms for Shavasana. Be here for about 5 minutes. I'll let you know when Shavasana is complete. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And then slowly make your way over onto your right side, cradling your head in your right hand. Just taking a second to take a breath here. And as you exhale, press into your left hand to help yourself sit up to a comfortable seated position, sitting nice and tall. And bring your hands to your heart, close your eyes, and take one last deep breath in, acknowledging your practice. Acknowledging that intention you set for your practice. And just taking a moment to feel gratitude for your health and your commitment to staying healthy. When you're ready, seal in your practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Please share with your friends and make sure you subscribe. And also, if you're interested in pre-ordering my book, Namaste, it is now available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and indiebound.org, and I'll be sure to put a link right here.